2 weeks away from opening night. Your thoughts on the offense progression so far through fall camp?
No, I'm excited for the guys. 2 weeks in, they've been working really hard. Camaraderie, you can tell that this is a group that's come together, that cares about one another. And from my experience, that's been the most successful offenses I've been a part of is the camaraderie, the maturity in the room, the leadership, holding guys accountable, all those things, that create that culture are showing up.
What have you kind of seen Cam Thatcher improve in most during his time here?
His command, finding his voice, and listen, when you're a rookie or you come into a new organization, all eyes are on you. So it's like you want to show it before you tell it. You want to earn guys' respect. You want to, show your playmaking ability, show that you know what to do, and then once the wheels stop turning as far as, okay, on this play, okay, this is my read, this is my protection. Like, there's a lot of thinking that's going on in the spring, and he really worked his ass off in the summer, and really studied and got into his playbook, and now, okay, I stopped thinking about the play because I know the play, right? I can repeat it back, I can teach it, I know the play inside and out, and now my focus can be more about my leadership, my command, right? What am I seeing across on the defense? So it's definitely a process, and I'm proud of the steps that he's taken as far as, he wanted to show people before he started, telling people, which I respect that.
In the early portion of camp, BJ mentioned that Cam was kind of taking a bit of an advantage in the leadership role of things. How have you kind of seen Ty's leadership develop during camp as it's developed?
No, he's always had great command. That's one of Tyreek's strengths is his command, his leadership on the sideline. His urgency. When he's playing fast, you can hear him. You can hear him and getting guys aligned and snapping the ball on time. That's definitely one of his strengths.
And how have you kind of seen that room kind of grow closer over the past couple of weeks? Do you feel it's one of the more closer ones in the offense?
Oh, definitely. Quarterback room's always been special, because one guy's out there at a time, so it's the support from the room. It's the conversations in the room of, hey, how did you see this play? It's talking through it to find the answers, so they feel like they all have the answers. They're taking notes and learning from each other. And when guys do that, that creates a bond. It's easy. Creating bonds is when you face adversity, when things are hard. You go through things like that together. That creates the bond. Adversity helps that, and there's no harder position to play than what these guys are asked to do. In all sports. So, that the respect that they have for each other and the room that they've created, the culture that they've created. Is important to me, and it's very impressive.
Have you seen a guy like, we've been talking about Cam and Ty, but have you seen a guy like Casey Wiseman really just develop over his time since he's been in Boca? Yeah, no, he loves football, and it makes it a little easier to play the position because he's such a sponge. He's back there taking mental reps, he's back there in blitz walks, pointing even though he's not taking the rep. And then I think he showed his playmaking ability yesterday. We got into a 2-point play situation, and he was going against the one defense, and he made some plays, and scrambling around and extending the play and putting the ball up where guys had a chance to make the play, and they made it for him. But he's got that spunkiness, that spark, that it factor, as a lot of guys would say. He has it. The coaches spoke about just a lot of the position groups have a, quote, no drop-off. How have you seen that with this quarterback room being able to go from Cam, Ty, Kaysen, all the way down the depth chart? Oh, yeah, we got a really good group, that can go out and do the job that they need to do. But the support, the learning, all of them going through the same things together, like I said before, I think they have created a tight group.
since it's been a week since the last time things went live action, and you get that opportunity again tomorrow, specifically with the quarterbacks, what sort of improvements are you looking to see tomorrow's scrimmage?
I'd like to see, just an increase of, the tempo at which they're playing, like getting up to the line, the command of communicating to their offensive line, to their running back, to their tight ends, making guys sure they're in the same spot. I think that's the most important thing, and then what happens after the snap, we can talk about that in the meeting, but just the pre-snap and then the post-snap, okay, flush, whatever happened, right? Interception, touchdown, whatever happened, flush that, and then how do you go out and start the next drive?
And then just in terms of who they're throwing to amongst the receivers, just a broad offensive question, does it stand out? I know there was a lot of emphasis put on increasing the depth of that receiver room and targets for these quarterbacks. Is that noticeable to you here?
Absolutely. Absolutely. When you look at the target and catch ratio across the board in that room, it's damn near even. The guys are doing a good job of spreading the ball, going through the progressions, and letting the defense dictate where the ball is going instead of just forcing the football to one guy. So the depth in that room, is really good, and that's a tight knit group too. That unit is doing things together. So when one guy gets tired, man, next guy up. So that can help. Because if they're not subbing their corner, then you got fresh legs out there.